Welcome to Bridge TV and to another episode of the Energy Atlas series, the podcast where we break down energy transition and explore smarter ways to move forward. I am your host, Süleyman Majidli. Today's episode touches one of the most debated issues in energy and security. Is nuclear power a clean energy solution or a dangerous step toward global destruction? From climate policy to international diplomacy, nuclear energy remains a topic of controversy. On one hand, it is praised for cutting emissions and supporting energy independence. On the other hand, it raises fears of radioactive waste, accidents, and nuclear weapons. And right now, the tension is playing out in one of the world's most fragile regions, between Iran and Israel. Let's take a closer look at how nuclear energy is used around the world, the benefits it has, and the threats we should not ignore. Today, over 30 countries generate power from nuclear reactors. France gets about 70% of its electricity from nuclear in the world, and which is one of the highest shares. And the United States, despite using more fossil fuels overall, still operates the largest number of nuclear reactors globally. But nuclear energy is not just about electricity generation. In the United States, it also supports medical imaging, and also cancer treatment, agricultural research, and even food sterilization. These are the applications that rarely make the headlines, but matter deeply to our daily lives. And according to the long-term studies, nuclear energy, of course when combined with the advanced technology, can help reduce the ecological footprint of modern economies. Now let's look from the side of efficiency and environmental gains. Let's talk about the environmental situation. Nuclear power produces very low carbon emissions during operation. Unlike coal or the gas, nuclear plants don't release greenhouse gases while generating electricity. They also require much less land compared to solar or wind farms. And because uranium is extremely energy dense, nuclear power can deliver large amounts of electricity with relatively small material input. This makes nuclear energy a strong option in climate strategies, especially for countries that want stable, consistent energy generation without carbon emissions. In the BRICS countries, that's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, nuclear is being considered alongside renewables to help manage rising energy demand while cutting emissions. Let's take a look from the other perspective. The economic questions here is economically nuclear power is a mixed controversy. It's expensive to build and initially requires high costs. However, once reactors are up and running, they offer decades of stable and low-cost electricity. Unlike wind and solar, which have an intermittency problem, nuclear power does not depend on the weather conditions. It operates 7 days, 24 hours, which makes it a solid baseload energy source. It also supports high-skilled jobs and in the many countries aligns with circular economy goals by using materials more efficiently and minimizing the waste. But cost is not the only issue. There are other challenges that go far beyond the economics. Okay, now the problem of waste and safety. Despite its benefits, nuclear energy carries serious destructive risks. We all remember the major disasters. 3 Mile Island in the United States in 1979, Chernobyl in 1986 in the former, USSR and Fukushima in Japan. These events had long-lasting impacts on the public health, the environment, and global energy policy. And even without accidents, there is the ongoing problem of nuclear waste. The radioactive waste of nuclear power stays dangerous for thousands of the years. And while scientists have designed secure storage systems, political opposition, technical hurdles, and local resistance have delayed or blocked permanent solutions in many countries. Many people do not want waste storage systems to be near their land. Minimal waste leakage can destroy land, harm people, and livestock. Therefore, most nuclear waste is still stored temporarily in pools or casks with no clear long-term plans. So here comes the security risk. Civil use versus military use. Here's where things get more sensitive. Some nuclear materials, technologies, even those developed for civilian purposes, can be repurposed to support nuclear weapons development programs. This is especially relevant in the case of Iran. Although Iran has signed the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty and claims its program to be peaceful, the International Atomic Energy Agency has reported gaps in transparency. Many Western governments, including Israel, fear that Iran's civil nuclear efforts could support weapons development. And this is not just a political issue, it's a global security one. According to nuclear policy experts like Matthew Furman, civilian nuclear cooperation, even for peaceful use, often increases the probability of weapons programs because of the dual-use nature of the nuclear technology. NPT, or Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, allows countries to develop nuclear technology for peaceful purposes, as long as it stays under international monitoring. But enforcement has been inconsistent over the years. Baldus, Müller, and Wunderlich argues that system is under stress. The lack of disarmament, growing divisions between treaty members, and confusion of new agreements like the Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons make the monitoring systems insufficient. Some scholars believe security guarantees from powerful allies can prevent proliferation, but research is not conclusive about this. While some countries may trust their alliances and avoid developing their own nuclear weapons, others may worry they will be left alone in crisis and eventually choose to build anyway. Public opinion adds another layer to security issues. A study by Allison, Herzog, and co. in 2022 found that in the event of nuclear strike on a United States ally, support for nuclear retaliation was low, even among Americans. People are concerned and afraid because of the destructive and unpredictable nature of nuclear energy generation. So, is nuclear energy a solution or threat? The truth is, it's both right now. Nuclear power can help countries reduce emissions, improve energy security, and power progress in medicine and industry, but also brings the possibility of catastrophic accidents, unsolved waste problems, and weapons proliferation. The Iran-Israel situation reminds us the intention matter, but so does international trust and enforcement. If we want to include nuclear power as part of our clean energy future, we need more than just science. We need stronger safeguards, smarter regulations, and global cooperation that can keep both the light and peace on. In the end, nuclear energy stands not only as a symbol of human progress, but also as a reminder to ensure that power we create serves life, not fear. Thanks for tuning into Bridge TV Energy Atlas series. I am Süleyman Majidli, and we will be back soon with more insights on tools, tech, trends, shaping a sustainable future. Until next time, stay informed, stay efficient, energized, and stay empowered.